Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Celeborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now, supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there's a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
And it will not be quelled.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies. From Lucasfilm, the company that has done more to destroy everything you love since your ex-wife got all your stuff in the divorce, comes the series that literally has no stakes because you know the main character has to live long enough just to die at the end of Rogue One. Andor. Meet Cassian Andor, the title character, a space immigrant who grew up on a Lord of the Flies mining planet, who now lives in a junkyard like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, with a bootleg version of Wally who gets peed on by a space dog, pig thing, I'm not sure what this animal's supposed to be, and is now on the run after killing 2 guys. Watch as Cassian Andor is hunted by discount Kyle MacLachlan, who's the only American on this show, and for some reason he's been cast as the bad guy. Nice way to be subtle with your subtext there. Now, Cassian Andor must elude security forces by walking, strolling, sauntering, strutting, ambulating. Yeah, I'm running out of synonyms for walking here. Can we get to something interesting, please? Then, after 2.5 episodes, there's finally some action, with a generic shootout in a garage, where pulleys take out more bad guys than the actual weapons do. You know, this show is about a guy who crosses the border illegally, murders 2 people, and is now running from the Federales. Are you sure the Latino community wants to take ownership of this one? Diego Luna stars in the series that is ultimately completely pointless in Dead Man Walking. How is this Star Wars' prestige show? It's quite literally about nothing. At least Seinfeld was about a bunch of neurotic a-holes who were undateable in New York. That was at least something. This guy's just walking around for an hour and a half. She's a single female lawyer in the city, who happens to be the cousin of one of the most powerful Avengers.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Well, we should let her think that, but...
No, not her. The other one. You know, the green guy. Now, after an accident, where they blatantly change her origin story to prevent her from being saved by a man, transforms her into the Jade Giantess, she'll remind you whose show this is in the first place.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Yeah, like you were ever gonna let us forget it. She-Hulk. Meet Jennifer Walters, a high-powered LA lawyer who can't help questioning Captain America's sexual history.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin. Did you see that ass? Like, that ass?
That is America's ass.
Did not deserve to die a virgin. It's like...
Gets sexually harassed outside a bar by a bunch of outdated male stereotypes.
Just being friendly.
Yeah, where you going? So what? You...
Then wakes up in Mexico at Bruce Banner's tropical retreat, who then will take every opportunity to remind you how horrible it is to be a woman in the 21st century.
Triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I can prove that's not the case.
More smiles.
Shh. When I'm catcalled in the street.
It's 2022. Where do you get catcalled on your way from your office to Starbucks? Yeah, it must be hell going that whole 20 feet from the elevator to the counter. Then, after returning to her career as a high-powered deputy DA, she's attacked by the Jersey Shore and manages to defeat her in about 3 seconds. Well, that was anticlimactic. Tatiana Maslany stars in the show whose writers admit that they don't know how to write a courtroom scene in
Lawyer Show.
I Am Woman Hulk, Hear Me Roar. Literally. Maybe this would have been better if it wasn't written like a Twitter argument between 2 completely unlikable human beings.
Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. Little punk. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
If this is the best the MCU now has to offer, then I hate to think what you have in store for Daredevil. Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air. Until it's time to throw down! Sam and Miguel share a tender moment. But look who's crashing the party! Watch as young couples share a romantic dance. And fight! And dance fight! Be sure to watch an extra special episode of Kung Fu High Prom Night! It's nap time. Who's now? McFury. No news. Last Moonfest. Movies. Hot Lesbos. Cobra Kai. Turkey. Christmas Story. It's a sequel. Nobody cares. WNBC. I'm Steve Morning. Wear headphones. All right. That's enough of that. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm Mr. Morning. WNBC. You're not just joining a Wednesday afternoon nap stream, which is a makeup stream because I didn't do a stream Sunday. You are now listening to Australia's most popular morning drive time show. I don't have that on. I have that on good authority. Actually, I don't have any numbers to back it up, but I trust Morbid Fury. Good listener, good friend of the show. And hey, why would the man lie to me? Okay, why would he do that? Okay, let's take a look and see who's in the chat. So Morbid Fury, like I said, we are. That was breaking news. We have 5 lions escaped from the zoo in Australia. The dangerous animals that roam free weren't enough. Well, we'll take a look into that a little bit later. So let's take a look at who's in the chat. Steve Bottoms in the chat. Morbid Fury's in the chat. Andrew Helms in the chat. Techie Mantis in the chat. Who else is in the chat? Shish Rebels is in the chat. Lucy Meow is in the chat. Steve Wild, we said Steve Wild. Senior Stakes is in the chat. Generation Productions is in the chat. Who else is? We got a lot of people. We got. I don't have the biggest crowd, but I have the best looking crowd. I have the best looking audience in this, in all of YouTube. You know that? And it's because of you that I do this. And without you, I'd be talking to myself. Substance D is in the chat. How you doing there? Substance, get my Gary Owens voice. Substance D is in the chat. So we don't have anybody on cat cam right now. The kitty is sleeping. He's sleeping. He's catching up on his 19 hours. And you know why? Because that's the kind of life that cats lead. Cats lead that life that humans should aspire to. My father once said to me one time, and he'd been in America for well over 50 years at that point, going on 60 years. Still couldn't shake the accent though. Says, "There's something wrong with the cat. Something's wrong with the cat." So, well, what's wrong with it? Is he limping? Is he sick? Is he throwing up? Is he moping? No, the cat is sleeping. I said, Dad, that's what cats do. He's a cat. That's what he does. He sleep. They sleep. They're happy. They sleep. They're tired. They sleep. They're bored. They sleep. They sleep. That's a cat's job. It's to sleep and to occasionally catch mice and make more little kitties. Well, we don't have to worry about that because they're fixed. They are fixed. Let me just check 1 second here. Recording. And what? Oh, we got blue. Okay. We got the desktop microphone is disabled. Okay. We might have a. Oh, thank you chiming in. They're going to have He-Mans and Fall Guys tomorrow. Oh, wow. I might actually have to get some Fall Guys skins in that case. I don't know what I'd get, but I might have to get them. Fall Guys is not a bad game. I bought actually, you know what? I bought Dead Rising 2 because I hadn't finished it. I played through maybe half of it, and it was Halloween. It was on sale, and so maybe I'll be playing a little bit of that later. I don't know. 5 lines to escape the zoo. Okay, time to form Voltron. That's a good one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may be at an inflection point here. I think, but listen, there's not a whole lot of entertainment news going on. But I did run across a story from the New York Post, and I said to myself, you know what? The times, they definitely are changing, and I think they're definitely changing for the better. Because I saw this. I saw this story, and I said, by God, it's about time. This is the kind of story that just gives you a good feeling all over. Now you'd be saying, well, what story is that? It's a story that can only come from the New York Post, of all publications. They're fine publication by Rupert Murdoch. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the return of hot lesbians. Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico reveal they secretly got married. Miss Argentina and Miss Puerto Rico reveal they married in secret, admitting they've been privately dating for 2 years. Former Miss Argentina, Mariana Varela, 26, and one-time Miss Puerto Rico, Fabiola Valentin, 22, originally met in 2020 during the Miss Grand International competition. Both ended up in the top 10 of the MGI. The pair always post about their friendship on social media, but never publicly shared that they were anything more than friends. Beauty queens confirmed both their relationships and their marriage in a joint Instagram reel posted to their combined 245,000 followers. After deciding to keep our relationship private, we opened the doors to them on a special day, the caption reads. And there's the happy couple. Yes, holding hands. Look at that, so in love. There they are. That is Mariana on the right and Fabiola on the left. The reel, which has 2 million views, I haven't viewed it yet. If I'd known sooner, and 142,000 likes as of Wednesday morning, shows a compilation of clips of their many travels, including romantic boat ride in Mexico and trip to Yobos Beach in Puerto Rico. That better be a nude beach for their sake. Depriving us of their... hey, would it be fair if they deprived us of their nudity? I think it would be. I honestly think it would be. After travel snippets, the couple shared footage of the night they got engaged, with red, white balloons, rose petals, and fairy lights filling up their apartment, and gold "Marry Me" balloons on display. The video shows Valentine putting an engagement ring on Varela. The couple has almost exactly the same engagement ring, a cushion-cut diamond on a pave band. Oh, look at that. Whoa, look at the legs on her. Legs all the way from here to Tuesday. And they both have New York Yankee hats on. Good for them. So there's the ring. There's the ring. Oh, wow, look at that. Valentine dons a white blazer and Varela wears a white jacket with black trousers. At the end of the video, in which they kiss on the marriage bureau in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where they married on October 28th. Argentina legalized same-sex marriage in 2010, and Puerto Rico made it legal in 2015. Fans were quick to congratulate the happy couple in the comments, saying it was the best that Miss Grand has given us. So there they are on the beach. Like I said, better be a naked beach, because why would we want to deprive the world of their nakedness? Oh my God, congratulations, MGI brought together a beautiful union, one person wrote. God bless your union and long live love. Another added, "Oh my God, congratulations, sisters. Love, 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 love," one said. Varela replied to love and support on Instagram, writing, "Thanks for all the love. We are very happy and blessed. I wish you the love that you are giving us in multiplied, infinite thanks." So there you go. A happy couple. So there they are. Again, sharing their hotness, and I'm sure this image will be resonating through men's imaginations. If these women would be in a lesbian version of the Bros movie, this movie would not lose my. I'm telling you, right there, Lucy, you've got $1 billion idea right there. Billion. Actually, there already was a movie like that called Kissing Jessica Stein, and it was very disappointing. Very disappointing. I know. I sat through that piece of garbage. Lesbians have a higher rate of domestic abuse than straight relations. Well, Mr. MH. People said gay marriage, when gay marriage was becoming illegal. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is so horrible. Oh my God, this is so horrible. Well, you know what? You're looking at the glass only half full, only half empty. You're looking at the glass half empty. Because what will come right after gay marriage? Gay divorce court. And just think of how funny that would be. Just think that would be absolutely hysterical. Sisters coming through. Jessica Stein. Well, kissing Jessica Stein. There was very little kissing in it, and not a whole lot of female nudity. I do admit I watched that movie on fast forward, trying to get to the good bits. Yes, I'd rather take a French lesbian movie with it. So anyway, there's the happy couple. There is the happy couple. We wish them the best, because at least they're hot. So okay, so there you go. Happy couple. People are happy. People are, as D. Martin once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Yeah, they'll probably have the odd male participate in the threesome. Hey, let me tell you something. That is a lot of pressure for any man. That is a lot of pressure, because not only do you have one woman hounding it, now you got two. That's twice. I mean, that's two women now telling you to take out the trash, telling you to go walk the dog, telling you to put stuff away, telling you to pick up your socks on the floor. I mean, really, think about that. That is a lot of pressure, and I can see why that turns off a lot of men. That is a lot of pressure to live up to. That's twice the disappointment you're dealing out. Boom, boom. Yeah, well, I think they would kill me. Let me tell you, I've been eating a lot of bad food lately. I think they would probably kill me. No, there's, Let me tell you something. Sometimes you don't want, it's best left to the imagination, Sometimes that's best left to the imagination, because, there's an inevitable build up. Sometimes it's a bit of a letdown, it's a bit of a letdown. Not saying, that sounds like some high risk duty right there. Definitely does sounds like you'd be getting hazard pay for that. Probably. Mr. MH is in the chat. Shin Shaky Evan is in the chat. How you doing, Shin Shaky Evan? Hey, it's Wednesday afternoon. Hey, it's Wednesday. Hey, you know what? I may have a reveal for you later. I don't know. Can I put a poll up in the chat? I don't know. Can I put a poll in the chat? That's right. It's all in hand. That's right. At our age, 2-on-1 require danger, but yeah, that's true. And let me tell you, we might have a little something later. We might have a little something. I haven't decided, but should I do a reveal? Okay, we might want to do a reveal. But the kitties are still sleeping. But let's take a look at what our good friend Ralph Macchio is in the news. Ralph Macchio. We like Ralph Macchio. Listen. We don't just like Ralph Macchio. We love Ralph Macchio in a totally platonic way. Ralph Macchio took on the bullies in the Cobra Kai, Lone Man, Miyagi-Do Karate, yeah, underdog story. Learn about self-discipline. Learn about life from an old about a 1,000-year-old Japanese man. I mean, who doesn't love a story? That's got good. That's a warm gives you a warm feeling. You know that. It's let me tell you, the underdog story. Let me tell you, it's got everything. It's got action. It's got romance. It's got wisdom. Karate Kid. You know. And who didn't get a little verklempt when he saw Daniel win the tournament? Yeah, I used to have a teacher that used to say to me, "Oh, geez, he couldn't stand Barry Levinson movies because Barry Levinson, I think he directed The Natural. Did he direct The Natural? I don't think so. And if you've never seen The Natural, if you want to get an idea of why baseball is America's pastime, I mean that should be. Did he direct The Natural? Yes, he did. He did direct The Natural. If you want to get an idea of why baseball is America's pastime, I mean, The Natural is definitely the reason. Granted, baseball has become unwatchable in the last few years with all the standing around and everything. Well, let me tell you, there was a time in America where America didn't move so fast, and it wasn't rush now. And I've often said that every rookie coming into the major leagues, every rookie, as part of their orientation, should have to sit down and watch Robert Redford in The Natural. Because that is what you should aspire to be. But anyways, like I said, it's an underdog story. Here I am going off on a tangent about Robert Redford in The Natural. But anyway, like I said, if you haven't seen The Natural, I mean, watch it. It gives you that warm feeling at the end. Same warm feeling as you get at the end of Karate Kid. His teacher said to me he hated that movie because Robert Redford's going to hit a home run. And I said to him, listen, but don't you want to see that? Don't you want to see that? You want Robert Redford to hit a home run and win the game. You want to see Daniel LaRusso win the tournament. You want to see Luke Skywalker blow up the Death Star. You want to see the good guys win and everything turn out right with the world. Hey, even the bad news. Hey, listen, even the Bad News Bears, even though the Bad News Bears lost in that first movie, even though the Bad News Bears did lose, they still, things turned out all right for them. They learned about themselves. There you go. Hey, even $1 billion Kung Fu lesbian high. Yes. Sam LaRusso and what's her face? Tori making out. Oh yeah. There you go. Bull Durham. Yep. Yeah, you want to see Ripley blow the Queen Alien bitch out the airlock. Ray just walks into an area and wins. But you see, here's the difference. There's that struggle with Robert Redford. You see, he was supposed to be a phenom. He got for those who haven't seen it, it is loosely based on the incident where an Olympic runner was shot, and Robert Redford, he was about to be a prospect with the Chicago Cubs, and he gets shot, and that derails his life for about 16 years. And at the age of 39, he becomes a rookie with the fictional New York Knights. This is a great scene, actually. It's a great scene in the beginning where his father passes away from a heart attack, and lightning strikes the tree outside the farm, and then he makes a bat out of it. And it's great, Wonder Boy. And this is the scene at the end where the Bat Boy, he says in the clubhouse, Bat Boys had a bigger presence back then. He says, "Oh, it's a nice bat. It's a nice bat, Mr. Hobbs. Think I can make one?" He says to him, "Tell you what, go to the lumberyard, pick out a good piece of wood. We'll work on it together." And at the end, when Wonder Boy breaks, the Bat Boy gives him the bat that they made together. I mean, that is a great scene. That is a great freaking scene. It just gets you right in the feels. Like one generation passing, the younger generation saying to this, "Nope, you're not done yet, Mr. Hobbs. Here you go." So all we see today are revenge plots. Yes, no redemption or struggles, just revenge. Well, revenge is probably the easiest story to write. Revenge is probably the easiest story to write. So, but like I said, as we see, Cobra Kai is not just revenge. It's a very much struggle. It's a human story. It's a story of all of us. We all felt like the underdog at some point. We all felt like things were stacked against us, but Daniel LaRusso overcame them. Oh, another great one is actually Arasaka. Another great one, Major League. I love the movie Major League, even though it's just like Slapshot. It is actually the same exact movie as Slapshot. A bunch of misfits come together. The owner is gonna sell. They're gonna move the team. Has anyone in the chat, has anyone seen Slapshot? Slapshot is a great movie. Great movie. Paul Newman stars as one of his most underappreciated. I'm not going to use the word underrated because it's not underrated, overrated compared to what? But Slapshot is one of those movies that you just like, wow, like, why didn't I see this before? Even if you know nothing about hockey, it is a great look into the minor leagues. Slapshot is one of those movies. And listen, I grew up watching a lot of minor league hockey. Minor league hockey back in the 70s, the 60s and 70s was a lot more colorful than it is today. Dinky little arenas, little like indifferent crowds, big guy goons, career minor league journeymen. Angry guys with no teeth. A lot of that stuff is actually based on real stuff. It's based on it's based on a team called the Johnstown Jets. Yeah, minor league hockey is savage, huh? Yeah, well, this one is kind of uplifting. Yeah, had not seen or heard Slapshot. Well, Techie might have a little homework to do. Techie, I know in the UK now you have a 10-team league. You have a 10-team hockey league. Actually, I researched that. I did my research. What was that? I'll do that. But I want to get to the Daniel LaRusso part. I got an hour to fill here. So, yes, Youngblood. That was the movie, wasn't it? I think it was. Steve Botham. So anyway. But Daniel LaRusso, he's addressing something that some people have wondered about. Will we see a certain character in Cobra Kai? What Cobra Kai's Ralph Macchio thinks about Hilary Swank's comments not being invited to the show. And there's your boo of She-Bulk there. Cobra Kai has found its way to incorporate just about every major star of the Karate Kid franchise and give their characters the chances to grow. As of season 5's end, we had every major villain Daniel Russo took on. But there's still one glaring omission, I wouldn't call it glaring, in the guest star lineup that fans desperately, no they don't, want to see. Hilary Swank, the next Karate Kid star, has said that she's still waiting on her call. Well, you're going to keep waiting to be in the Netflix series. And Ralph Macchio has some thoughts on that. Cinema Blend spoke to Ralph Macchio about his latest book, Waxing On, The Karate Kid and Me, which is loaded with the actors' personal stories about working on The Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. Macchio also talks about the other projects he wasn't heavily involved in, like the next Karate Kid. So it seemed like a great time to ask if he'd seen Hilary Swank's comments about not being called and whether he'd like to see her appear. He shared, I know, I read that. I think, listen, most of this rests on John Hurwitz, and Josh and Hayden, who created the show, and the writing staff. And we're always very collaborative. We always talk through things. They are great listeners. And that's why, like I said, they care and I care. So I think that's why everything's working. I think there's a certain room. There's certainly room in the Miyagi verse. There's a Miyagi verse? Since when? Ralph Macchio wanted to make it clear that while he's one of the stars of Cobra Kai, having Hilary Swank appear in the series as Julie Pierce really isn't up to him. That falls on the shoulders of the co-showrunners. Thank you. No lobbying. Who once told Cinema Blend they discussed plans for if Swank ever reprised a role. Those discussions evidently haven't resulted in a phone call of any kind. Hilary Swank not appearing in Cobra Kai doesn't sound like the right slight on the actress or a contribution to the Miyagi-verse, in case anyone thought that after hearing she hasn't received the call to join. Ralph Macchio continued with his thoughts about Julie Pierce meeting up with Daniel LaRusso and finished with his honest thoughts on where things stand with inviting her. You would imagine Julie Pierce and Daniel LaRusso knew each other, even though we don't have those scenes and I'm not part of that specific film. These guys just amaze me all the time with what they're able to create and the fact that they just don't create it for the fan service. They really create stories that work and enhance characters. And then the fact that it's fan service as well is why I think it's working on all cylinders. So there's my long answer to this short question that I really don't know. But I expect if there's an opportunity, it will be taken up. It'll be taken up on. Ralph Macchio can't give any guarantees, but it sounds like he expects Cobra Kai to offer Hilary Swank a chance to return should the story call for it. And the timing works out. With that, like Hilary Swank's doing anything these days? With that said, there's no telling if the timing will work out anytime soon. As Swank recently announced she's expecting twins, I can imagine that she might not be down for any classic intense fight scenes. Of course, we're still waiting official word for season 6 happening, but hopefully that as well as future Swank appearance as Julie Pierce will be confirmed in the coming months. Okay, so there you go. There you go, people. Cobra Kai. We all love Cobra Kai. We love Cobra Kai. Big time for me working overnight. Steve Botham, thank you very much for joining us. As always, I leave the stream up so you can enjoy it later. Catch anything you missed? So anyway, people, I have a reveal. Being musically inclined as I am. I'm musically inclined, and I always encourage people to pursue their interests. And I always say, if I can do it, you can do it. But being musically inclined, sometimes you find a match. You find something that you never knew existed. And I'm going to share with you right now. This is going to be the big reveal. This is going to be the coup de Gracie. This is going to be something that people, you're going to be telling your kids, I was there when Shlomo revealed this. You're going to tell your kids, this was a great moment in internet history. This was the day I remember. And this inspired me to do something similar. This is the day you're going to say to yourself, wow, I never knew such a thing was possible. Now, everybody, you must bask in the glory. You must bask in the glory. Bask. I don't see any of you basking in the chat.
I'm very disappointed in your level of basking. Bask in the glory. That is this. Let me light the camera. I know the camera's off. You must bask. Bask, I tell you. Bask. So there I am. And oh, the light is terrible. Here we go, guys. Ooh. Bask. Bask, I tell you. Bask. Bask. See, there the light is terrible, isn't it? This is, check that puppy out. Check this puppy out. So, ooh, can anyone guess what brand this is? Can anyone tell me what brand this is? Get anyone waiting for the guesses. What? More on Facebook later. This is badly this Marvel movie. Oh, there he goes. There's more sunlight. Nope, it's not a Gibson. It's not a Les Paul. This is a, believe it or not, Yamaha. It's a Yamaha Revstar. And it did not set me back a whole lot. Yes, the company that makes motorcycles made this. So there we go. There's the backside. You can't see this. This has got a satin neck to it. To Alnico humbuckers. Oh, heard of them. Yeah, I it's kind of hard to believe that, like I said, the company that makes motorcycles made this. Yeah, they make pianos and they also make pianos. They make drums. They make horns. They make a lot of stuff. Yamaha makes a lot of stuff. Did I say Revstar? Oh, they made themselves a guitar with my name on it. When do I get a check for some royalties? What was that? Thank you for your input. Yes. Has racing stripes. Yes, it does. So it's actually held its tune being in the case pretty well. Well, it looks like it's really good. Yeah, it's practically new. This is the demo model they had. So, yeah, this is the demo model they had, actually. So anyway, that is the big reveal. That is the big reveal. Can I play yesterday? Yeah, well, I've been a long time. I'd have to look up the chords to yesterday. So very, very, very good action. The frets are very smooth. Well, smooth enough. So Interesting. There are 2 carbon fiber rods running the length of the neck for better stability, because they probably don't. You kind of don't want to thrash. It's probably gonna be my workhorse, but look at this. I mean, this is just. It's like they took everything guitar players wanted, and they said, let's do that. Let's do that. They chambered out the body. There's chambers, and there's a cap on this. They chambered out the body, and they didn't just do it for weight relief. They did it wherever was going to resonate best. They gave you 2 humbuckers, a 3-way switch, and they give you this here is like a dampening switch, this push-pull pot. Yes, the racing stripes make it go faster. It reminds me very much of like an SG or a Les Paul Jr. It really does. It's so like I said, there's this section. These sections are hollowed out here, and there's a cap on it. So it's still pretty heavy. Lots of Japanese companies say different things, like yes. Yeah. And this outperformed a lot of guitars well above its price range. Even feels pretty comfortable with the stock strings. I usually get thinner strings put on. So, yes. So this is actually, it's not made in China. It's made in Indonesia. And the really high-end models are made in Japan. It's immaculate from what I can see. Yes. Whole palette's pretty good. So yeah. So there you go. There's the new acquisition. You still got the scratch plastics on it too. The only thing I don't like is this knob. But maybe I can change that. If not, just live with it. So it's a pretty heavy piece of wood. I also got a case for it too. And they knocked 10% off. So play Like the Spirit. And actually, can I play Like the Spirit of Hendrix himself? I can show. Can you? Decent sound, good ring to it. Yes. Even unplugged has a good ring to it. When you plug it in, it sounds well. I don't know. We got a full house here, so I really don't want to plug it in. I've been trying to get Amplitude, which is an amplifier emulator, to work, and I haven't been able to get that working properly. Probably because I don't have the right interface for it. Now I have to get rid of the stupid Gretsch I have at home. I got to get rid of that Gretsch. That Gretsch is just like an anchor, just weighing me down. It's laughing at me. It's got a case, so it's got better resale value, but not if nobody wants to buy it. I want to hear Zabu play. Oh, he'll probably try to eat it. Is that for me? No, buddy. But it looks yummy. I know it looks yummy, but I want it. So Zabu actually got very sad because he told me his favorite movie is A Christmas Story, but it was really sad because the doggos ate all the turkey. Oh God, Peg Pete. It's a 2020 G55 G5220 in jade gray. I thought it was going to be a keeper, but it turned out to be a stinker because I couldn't get it set up properly. Nobody could set the damn thing up. Thank you, Donnie Pearson. How's it going? So, yeah, Dawo told me, that movie's really sad. Why, Zabu? Because the turkey looked so yummy. And the doggos came and they ate it and they didn't leave anything for me. Zabu, that movie was made in 1983, well before you were born. He says, what's 1983? So that's what he is. His brain is at, little bugger. Little stink butt. So yeah, he's all sad because he couldn't get the turkey. Like Zabo. So anyway, he's a little stinker. He's walks around with his little butt dumplings hanging out. So it doesn't say no restrictions on this. So that's good. So anyway, I did buy. Zabu is like an obese. Oh my God, you don't know the half of it. You don't know half of it. I hate taking food away from him, but he's just so chubby. He's just gonna roll around from now on. I mean, he's just gonna roll. He's like a potato with feet. So yeah, he's like a potato. He's like a little. He scurries around, and you ding the bell. He's like Fred. You hear the Fred Flintstone. The bongos. So, see, the other thing I like about this is you can get way up high here. I should get a cat-sized hamster wheel. He'll probably just sleep on it. He'll probably just sleep on it. See you later, Senor Sticks. Yeah, so this, you can probably get find really good deals on this bad boy on Reverb, even at your local Guitar Center if they have them. They're, like you said, Yamaha. Who thought Yamaha? I know for years Yamaha made guitars, but like I never thought I'd actually buy one. So the best part is the horn right here fits up my nose. So, yeah. I even picked up a case for it. It was such a good deal. So, yes. Wow. Seller replied, is fine return. Yes. He claims he had no idea about the bridge problem. That is actually good. Yeah, sellers are usually good about that. Peg like Pete. I had sold an amp actually that I had no idea I sold on Reverb because I never got a notification. So I just said, okay, I want to make this right, and I'll refund your money. That's fine. A few members of the family could play guitar, but I can't. Too many strings attached. Boom, boom, shh. Let's see what the phone is doing here. So anyway, so that's the big reveal. So that is the big reveal here. So that is the big reveal. Like I said, if you're in the market for this kind of thing, you like this kind of thing, they have higher ranges, but this is the low range, and you still get a killer instrument for that amount of money. A little bit of string buzz, but that's fine. Nothing a change of strings probably couldn't take out. So anyway, okay, maybe it's time to put the new toy away. Red. They had one in. Well, actually, they didn't have one in red. If they have one in red, I'm buying that too. A lot of times, guys, what they'll do is they'll have good something good they'll use on the album, or they'll put in the collection, and they'll bring a cheapo on tour with them, so that way it doesn't get stolen or wrecked. That big, huge, like Chet Atkins Gretsch that George Harrison had fell off the top of the bus when they were on tour, got shattered into a million pieces. So he wanted to go out and buy another one, like a Countryman. Hi, Morbid Metaphor. So, okay, so there is the big reveal. Let's turn the camera off. Now you can tell your kids where you were when the big reveal happened. So, there you go. The case is almost as if it was made for this. Not really, but I gotta shove a towel in it so that it doesn't get butts up against here. So there is your big reveal, folks. So anyway, how's it going, everybody? I'm back. Matt Black checker plate. Yes. So anyway, would anybody like to see? Like I said, I hadn't finished Dead Rising. I might play some Dead Rising later. I don't know. Okay, we are coming up on 1 hour. We're at 54 minutes. Let me see if I can find the animal story. Oh, here we go. Morbid. I'm glad you told me that story. So now I actually found it. And we'll call it on this, animal story. Animal news. 5 lions escape zoo. Escape exhibit at Sydney Zoo sparking lockdown. Visitors staying at the Sydney Zoo overnight. You can, as part of a special event. Oh, okay. We're hoping for a roaring good time, but got more than they bargained for when 5 lions bolted from the exhibit, causing a brief lockdown. The animal's not so great escape took place at the Taronga Zoo early Wednesday, prompting the zoo to sound a Code 1 alert and rush guests of its Roar and Snore overnight stay program to safety. The alarm was raised and a lockdown was put in place after surveillance video showed a male adult lion called Ato, or Atto, Ato, and 4 cubs outside their enclosure at 6:30 local time. Although they were still in the area separated from the rest of the zoo by a 6-foot fence. Zookeepers tranquilized and returned 1 cub while the remaining 4 lions made their way back to their den on their own. That's a weird way to format the page. Interesting. The zoo said its emergency response kicked in less than 10 minutes after the lions escaped the main exhibit area. The lions were confirmed to be back in their enclosure by 9 a.m. There were no injuries to people or animals, and the zoo opened as normal. The zoo has very strict safety protocols in place for such an incident, and immediate action was taken. Taronga Zoo Executive Director Simon Duffy told a news conference. The police were called to the zoo, and staff hurried to lead guests of the Roar and Snow program away from danger. They came running to the tent area saying, "This is a Code 1. Get out of your tent and run. Come on, leave your belongings." Magnus Perry, one of the guests, told the news outlets, and as his family left the zoo. Can I reload that image? Load image. Maybe go load it into another tab. Okay, it doesn't feel that. Okay, there's no. They must have deleted that photo. Taronga Zoo. Hope I'm pronouncing. Am I pronouncing it right? Taronga. Taronga's lion enclosure is home to Eto and Maya and their 5 cubs, Kari and Luzuko, who are male, and Malika, Zuri, and Ayana, who are female. Maya and Ayana stayed in the enclosure while the others slipped out. The zoo does not know yet how the animals escaped, but Duffy called it a significant incident that would be investigated. The lion exhibit will remain closed pending further inspection to make sure it's 100% safe, the zoo director added. So they're the big kitty cats. They just wanted to play. They said, "I heard Zabu's got food for me." They wanted to see their friend Zabu. They were on their way to see Zabu and Naranja.
5 lions escaped their enclosure at the Taronga Zoo in Sydney, Australia, early on Wednesday, sending zookeepers scrambling.
Oh, that's quite a nice zoo.
Came running down the tent area.
That is quite a nice zoo, actually.
Get out of your tent, leave your belongings behind.
I like that zoo.
Magnus Perry was a zoo visitor who was camping there overnight when it happened.
Okay, there you go. The news. There's the news. So Rage monkey escape and gave people rage. Yes. Real crab migration is happening in Christmas Island right now. The red crab migration. No, I have not read about the orangutan Ken Allen. No. Hey, Anthony Way, how you doing? Let's see. Orangutan Ken Allen. Oh my goodness. Let's see. He escaped. He made a break for it. Oh well, this is from quite a number of years ago. Oh, he unfortunately he passed away passed away quite a while ago. Oh, okay, that's actually quite an old story, actually. The orangutan. So yeah, orangutan Ken Allen, he escaped. So there is.
50,
let's finish this up here.
They opened the door, everyone got in.
The red crab migration is occurring as we speak.
Inside the building.
Taronga Zoo director Simon
Yes,
Duffy
they're
said
saying, "I heard
was
Jabu
injured
told
in
us about the
incident which
turkey,
involved
and
one
we
adult
wanted
lion
some
and
too,
4
and we
cubs.
wanted to go, nowhere to go." So, sensitive content. We can't show that distressing content. So okay, let's close that out before we get any kind of trouble. The movie has escaped from Biolab. So the red crab migration, Christmas Island. Let me see that. Oh, they're well underway. Oh boy, that is something that is nightmarish. That is nightmarish. Ooh, that is a horrifying. Oh wow. Holy cow. Holy cow. Let me use an escape artist called Harry Houdini of orangutans. He escaped many times. Oh yeah, he was. The red crab migration is unreal. Oh, that is horrifying. Oh wow. Holy cow. That is nightmarish. That's the only way I have to say. Red crab migration season began on Australia's Christmas Island. Footage filmed by David Watchorn this past weekend. The crustaceans scuttle over roadways and infrastructure. According to Parks Australia, every year millions of large crabs, emerge from the forest, heading to the water to breed. The migration starts with the first rainfall of the wet season. While that's unusual, that's usually in October or November, it sometimes can be as late as January. The exact timing and speed of the migration are determined by the phase of the moon. Male crabs that lead migration are later joined by females. Oh, that is horrifying. If it begins to rain late, it begins too late to make their spawning date. Some crabs will migrate the following month. Once at the shore, the crabs take a dip to replenish the moisture before the male crabs retreat to the lower terraces of the island to dig burrows. Female crabs then join the males on terraces to mate near the burrows. Each female crab, which remains in the burrow for over 2 weeks, can produce up to 100,000 eggs. Male crabs will take a second dip before starting the journey back home. When the moon reaches its last quarter, the crabs gather on the shoreline, releasing their eggs in the water. Red crab larvae eggs hatch from red crab larvae hatch from eggs as soon as they make contact with the water. Red crab migration is a Christmas Island's biggest tourist attraction. That is horrifying. Yeah. Right now, my mom would have been saying, we're trying to figure out a way to make sauce from those. Make tomato spaghetti sauce with those. Are they? This is a stupid question, Morbid. Are they edible? I mean, do people pick them up off the road and make like spaghetti sauce with them? I mean, is that a thing? It seems like it's. Well, she made a lot of yes, but they're not very nice tasting. Well, she made a lot of pasta. Which is why I had such a robust physique when I was a kid. Probably the carbohydrates still doing a number on me today. Okay, they mostly leave them alone. They don't taste nice. Well, a lot of crabs are very kind of. If you get the right crab, they're very sweet tasting. Okay, everyone. Crab migration aside, that's a weird. Well, you got crabs. The Easter Island has a big case of the crabs, apparently. So that is. Let me wrap there. There's nowhere else I can go with that. Let me wrap there. We had a good Wednesday afternoon. Nice of everybody to take time out of the day to join me, and we'll just leave it there. Hopefully, sounds like Christmas Island. They have their crab situation that's going to get sorted out. Yep. Yeah, my mother would always say about people, "Oh, she's not Italian. She's not Italian." But anyway, Everyone, we're going to leave it there. Everyone, are you doing a stream later? So Mecca might be doing a stream later. Check out for her. I might be going on to Twitch to play some Dead Rising. That sounds like it'd be fun. Everyone, I want everyone to have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. No drinking, no driving. We'll see you back on N.A.P.S, hopefully on its regular time on Sunday. And have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And everybody, we will catch you next time.